Well, let's get more on the heat wave now. We've got the weather forecast with Nick Miller. Nick, how hot is it going to go?
Yes, well, above 30, as Duncan was saying. Some people will say yes, please. Others will not be rubbing their hands with glee at the prospect of that. And a reminder, of course, to escape those higher temperatures, head to the coast where Duncan was in Worthing. This is the peak of the heat wave on Tuesday. You'll find temperatures several degrees lower than they will be further inland, where we will be into the low 30s thanks to that sea breeze. But both locations, strong sunshine, you'll burn quickly without protection. That heat wave kicking in actually from Sunday for 3 days, so that will qualify it as an official heat wave through some spots in Wales, more widely in England before things cool down from midweek next week. It'll also turn briefly warmer across Scotland and Northern Ireland as well. And that's as high pressure builds right across us as we go through this weekend, allowing temperatures to build day on day, but giving, of course, a lot of dry weather, so the heat exacerbating the really dry conditions across a large part of the UK at the moment. And we're feeling hot on centre court for the rest of the tournament at Wimbledon. New balls, new sweat towels. Respect to whoever's in charge of the Wimbledon washing machine. The heat building and peaking Monday and Tuesday. Before then, it starts to turn cooler from the north as the week goes on. Still very warm, though, across southern areas.
Hello, thank you, Victoria. Yes, excuse me squinting at the camera here. It's really very bright sunshine at the moment. Men's semi-final day, the tennis is hotting up, so is the weather. The big match is on centre court. They're second on after the ladies' doubles.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. The hot weather that we've seen through today is set to continue as we go through the weekend and into next week too. Staying dry for all of us through the weekend. Strong summer sunshine at work, so if you are out in that sunshine, make sure you protect your skin. And the temperatures are just set to rise even further as we head into the start of next week. As we go towards Sunday, turning hotter for all of us. Hotter still into the new working week with warm nights. Pollen's next. I do have some good news though, because for hay fever sufferers, after having very high levels of grass pollen of late, levels drop to high as we go through the coming few days into the start of next week as the grass pollen season draws to a close. Bye-bye.
In the sunshine there in SW19, and a heat health alert has been issued for some parts of the UK as temperatures are soaring. In some places it has been hotter than Los Angeles and Marbella. And today is just the first in a run of days of consistently high temperatures in South and East England. So let's get an assessment of all of it wherever you are in the country. Stav Daneos has joined me. It's nice news for some, but not good news for everyone, Stav.
No, that's right, Jane, and it will be uncomfortable. High temperatures by day, high temperatures by night as well do make it very uncomfortable, particularly if you live in the southeast. The heat, I think, will be prevalent across much of England. Parts of Wales, Northern Ireland and Scotland won't see so much of the heat this weekend, but it will be hotting up for some of us, particularly through Sunday and into the start of next week.
Parts of the UK over the next week, it's about to get hotter, so hot in fact that a level 3 heat health alert has been issued. So we've sent Alex to be by the seaside in Weston-super-Mare tonight. Alex, level 3 is only one step down from a national emergency, isn't it? Oh, goodness me, there always seem to be gremlins in the system when we go to Alex to do the weather. But what he was going to say is, yes, it is a step down from national emergency, which does mean that there could be a threat to life because of the heat.
Hello there, very good evening to you. I hope you had a lovely end to the working week. Yes, we do have some hot and sunny conditions to come over the next few days, really for the foreseeable future. And by that I mean at least the next week. Fine, dry and very warm for most this weekend. Cloudier and cooler in the northwest, particularly tomorrow, with occasional patchy rain.
At a very warm Wimbledon with Elizabeth.
Hello, thank you, Alice. Yes, it's been men's semi-finals day here, of course, at Wimbledon today. Just one semi-final with, sadly, Rafa Nadal having withdrawn. But it was a shame that Cameron Norrie lost in 4 sets to Novak Djokovic earlier on today. But, of course, the Wimbledon world spins on. There's still plenty of people out there on Henman Hill just behind me. The juniors continue this evening, also the wheelchair finals and also the doubles as well on all of the show courts. And the weather, yes, it's a bit of a treat. It's It's dry, it's fine. We got to 29 degrees Celsius today, and this evening not a lot is set to change. Sunday, we could get very close to, well, 30 degrees Celsius. If we do, then they could implement the heat stress rule here at Wimbledon for the first time, which means an extra break during the set. So the sunshine is set to continue as we head through Sunday. And then as we head into next week, as you can see with the temperatures here, then we are set to rise even further. 32, even 33 degrees Celsius by the time we get to Tuesday, which is a cause of concern. We'll start to see some really muggy, warm feeling nights as well. So uncomfortable for sleeping as we head into next week. A slight dip in temperature by the time we get to Wednesday, and then possibly temperatures rising again as we head into the weekend. So the tennis is hotting up here, and the weather is too. Of course, by this time next week, then it will all be cleared really here until next year, but still some fantastic tennis to see, Alice.
Thanks for watching, and do have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.